So God just had me release a video talking about August and the shift that is going to happen the month of August, and it's going to carry into the end of the year, and I believe honestly into next year as well. And you guys, the amount of comments that I saw just like this one talking about the warfare, how intense the warfare has been the last couple of months. And listen, you guys, that is not a coincidence. I need you guys to understand how strategic the enemy is, okay? We're not going to glorify the enemy. We don't do that over here. However, we are not going to be ignorant of our adversary, okay? There's a reason why the Bible tells us to be as wise as serpents, but as innocent as doves. We cannot be ignorant of the enemy, okay? And one thing about the enemy is that he is not all-knowing like God, okay? They are not equals at all, okay? But he can discern. He watches everything. So he can discern when God is about to do a move in a certain place, through a certain individual, in a certain family, through a person, whatever, okay? The enemy can discern it. And because the enemy knows that he cannot stop what God is going to do and how God is going to move, he tries to get people out of alignment. And this is what I saw happening in the spirit as I was reading the comments in this video. For some of you, I was able to see that God had you relocate recently into the very place that he has called you to be at, to receive everything that he has for you. And there has been, I specifically heard, thank you, Holy Spirit, I specifically heard the word provoke. The enemy has been using people around you to provoke you out of character, to get you to such a point where you're so frustrated that you want to leave. That you want to leave that job, maybe leave that house, maybe leave that environment, that church, that place, I don't know. But God has already positioned you where you're supposed to be. I don't know who that's for, but take that back to God. For some of you, your marriage is under attack. And let me tell you why. It's because of everything that God is about to release over your household, over your family, your finances. And it's because God is going to release so much into your life, into your marriage, so you and your spouse can fulfill that God-given assignment that he has for you. Maybe it's to birth a ministry. Maybe it's to start a church, okay? Maybe it's to go out and evangelize in the streets. Maybe it's to meet a destiny helper. Thank you, Holy Spirit, who is going to help you get from place to place. And you got to be in position for that stuff. And the enemy has been using you and your spouse against each other. Okay, because what I saw was the enemy is trying to get people to leave places, marriages, families, churches, all the things, so that you step outside of God's will. You step out of alignment and you leave those places, and then you're not in position anymore to receive what he has for you to receive. And then you're not walking in what you're supposed to walk in, and then you're delayed, and then it's just a whole thing. This is why I'm telling you guys, stay in alignment. Take everything back to God. Make sure you ask God regarding the month of August into the next year if there's any specific instructions as to what he wants you to do, what you're supposed to be doing right now. And make sure you guys just stay obedient, okay? I forgot to mention this, but I also saw that God is going to call some people to move in the month of August. He's going to give you provisions to move. He's going to give you instructions to move, to position you where you're supposed to be to receive the things that he has for you, okay? So y'all stay in alignment. Y'all stay obedient. And do not let the enemy psych you out. Do not let the enemy try to make you self-sabotage this, okay? I love you.